Hi, good afternoon. It is Friday. We're going to shoot a quick video here and talk about the action today after the WASD report. Tim is out at some meetings this afternoon, so you get me again. He'll be back here on Monday with you, so let's go forward. In the WASD, there was much change at all. Corn and wheat, they increased exports a little, just not a lot of action in the U.S. WASD or the World WASD. So we're not really going to pull that up and talk about it. There just wasn't enough to talk about. The action today, we were up pretty good early session this morning. Got the January soybean contract pulled up, and we were up here. It was looking really good pretty early. And then about 10 o'clock, they started to sell off. And then after the WASD, they sold off harder. They really tried to push it lower. Do have a reversal. It was down 5, but late in the session it held 13. I mean, they tried to get below it, but they bought it right back and brought it right back, kind of up in this region where we closed late in the session. So that's a good sign that there's some underlying buying there. We do have good news is we do have a higher low and a higher high today, even though it's a reversal. So kind of need more action to kind of really diagnose what's going on there. We might be getting into more of a range bound situation. Anything above 1330, you want to be long. Below these recent lows, 1290ish. You've got to probably dump your beans. So if you're holding any, so that's what the January contract looks like. The November 24 contract, similar action today. Touched our hedge line, broke above that line we talked about yesterday, but they're again sold off. Didn't quite push it as hard in the new crop. It was only down 3 at the close. They bought it back at the end, just like in the January contract. So probably sit and hold for a little bit. We'll talk about this, and you might want to keep your ears open, especially on Monday, depending on the action of what we think might happen there. So if we do get any lower action closes, especially below 1260 on Monday, we're going to be talking about hedging or selling November 24 beans. So definitely stay tuned Monday. If you don't hear anything from us Monday, everything's good, and we'll get a video out and we'll talk about it then. So corn, let's see, why do I always lose corn? The March contract of corn, small range, didn't really do a lot. Same thing, was up a little bit. They sold it off and bounced off our March line. So we're holding our line, which is good. It was only down 1 at the end of the day. Just not a lot to talk about. Kind of third reversal in 3 days. So just kind of needs to see more action to really get an idea of where we're going. Getting back into all this range that we've had for a little bit, from 495 to 483, but pretty much our line. So really need to see it move one way or the other out of these to really get an idea which a direction opinion, I guess, is the way to put that. December corn 24 actually, was up just a quarter cent. They tried to sell it, actually broke our line, but ended up closing up just a touch. So again, not much, no change there, just kind of neutral, and we'll see what happens. Can't really say much more about that. Kansas City wheat. This is going to be a pretty short video, by the way, because there just wasn't a lot to talk about. Kansas City wheat, March contract. Did have another reversal. Same with corn. Third reversal in 3 days. Maybe we're trying to work off some of this overbought conditions in it. Maybe we're trying to work where we're going to get this pullback that Tim has talked about, and then be able to go higher. We will get what we call a 9 probably Monday, unless we finish a little lower on Monday. If it's up any at all, we'll probably have a 9 something there, and we'll have to talk about that Monday of what we think about that number and what we're going to do about that. That's really important in our system in the July wheat contract that may tend to tell us we maybe need to, put take take some of the risk out on the market in the July new crop wheat. Uh, what we talked about is, getting rid of 25% of our farm deltas on nines. And what would that mean? Right now, 25 delta puts, if we bought them all across all our bushels, it's right down here at these lows, which is a really good spot to be hedged from. So uh, that looks like a really good option. If that comes down that way, we will get that out to you if we see that on Monday. And we will try to go off closes, so it may be late, maybe something we have to take action on Tuesday, but we'll jump that hurdle when we see it. So I would definitely keep your eyes open on Monday for videos and texts, emails, and we'll verify that as well on Tuesday if that's the case, that's the day we need to take action. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Hope you have a good weekend. As always, there's risk trading in futures and options. Trade in light of your financial conditions. Trading may not be suitable for all, so make sure you contract or talk to a professional before entering into trading. So have a great weekend and talk to you Monday.